dear Lord baby Jesus, may you bless these souls as they rest in peace forever. Amen. Wow. What a week. Hank capitulated, Bitcoin miners capitulated, Bitcoin Cash capitulated, Bitcoin capitulated, an ICO exit scammed 16,000 Ethereum and then capitulated by for some reason feeling guilty and then handing back all of the stolen funds. Exchanges are delisting shitcoins en masse. Suppoman buried himself on this platform by freely declaring that he was becoming mentally unstable, and quite an avid follower of InfoWars.
They got stuff that'll whack your brain permanently. I don't like them putting chemicals in the water that turn the friggin' frogs gay.
And Crypto Crow, well, he accidentally tried to scam me. Like, legitimately, I would have lost money. In addition to this, I had 4 scammers message me on Telegram this week, of which I'm going to read you some of the conversations that we had, because I found it absolutely hilarious. It's also quite educational to know what to watch out for on Telegram. But before we crack on, I would like to let you know about the musical surprise that I have left at the end of this video. I'd really appreciate if you'd like this video and subscribe to my channel as well as my second channel, because I spent an awful lot of time making this video. It's an absolute masterpiece. I hope you really do enjoy it, and I would sincerely appreciate your support. So anyway, let's get into it. This is going to be an interesting one, that's for sure. So let's start with this.
They have given me a community strike, which means that I can't live stream now until February. It makes no sense that they would do that other than to quieten me, because my voice is progressively being heard and listened to and makes a lot of sense.
Ah, crud. He's lost the plot. The FBI have been following him for weeks, watching his every move, spying on him in his sleep. The big money of the world is trying to silence him. They don't want Superman talking about the real... It's ridiculous, come on. Next thing you know, he's going to grow himself a beard and start calling himself the Messiah.
Now you listen here. He's not the Messiah. He's a very naughty boy. Now go away.
I pray to Lord Superman every night, praying that he'll bless my channel with more views, because everyone knows Superman is the only person that gets this channel any views.
But you are also seeing people who are making videos about me, and I won't say the name of who, but it's a person who has made countless videos about me because I'm the only one that gets him any views.
Definitely not the hundreds and hundreds of hours that I spend every week and every month working on researching, editing and producing, the highest quality cryptocurrency content out there. Pause. I would like to interrupt this video just to tell you to watch the advert that I'm going to place into the video right now, and tell me in the comment section below, is there a scammer advertising on this advert? Because I want to know who's advertising on my videos, because I've been getting a lot of ironic comments recently telling me that there are scammers advertising on a video about scammers. So now I'd like to tell you about the funny incident that I had on Telegram the other day regarding these scammers. Now it's also quite concerning at the same time how convincing their scam can be for someone that doesn't know exactly what's going on. I was happily chatting away on Telegram when I got a message from a virtually anonymous account. He said this: "That Martini guy YouTube, hi, may I ask you?" So of course, kind of straight away I know that this is probably going to be a scammer. So I said, "Yes, what? How can I help?" To which he replied with a website, 1xbit.org. "Do you know this site?" Now for those of you that don't know, I don't know this site, but I am aware of this scam. It is in fact the same scam that I was researching just before I got keylogged and hacked last time round, back in June. Basically the way that it happens is they tell you they are the admin of a Bitcoin gambling website and they can choose the winner. They then show you choosing the winner and ask you to deposit money into the gambling website, of which then they pick you out as the winner. You win a nice jackpot. Then they ask you to deposit more funds in order to go through the verification process to release the funds, at which point they stop messaging you and they probably delete the Telegram account because that was a success. It's actually a very clever scam and relies on the victim's greed. I actually managed to trace this Bitcoin wallet address on the website back to the Bitcoin wallet address that ended up with my Bitcoins inside of it. So I know at this point in time that this group of people that are trying to scam people have got something to do with the hack that happened to me, and it's more than likely going to be a southern Chinese company. You see, in southern China they see scamming as more of an art form than a crime. They see if you're dumb enough to get scammed, then you didn't deserve to have the money in the first place. It's quite an interesting concept. Anyway, I decided to ask this guy where he was from, and he said the UK, which was, obviously baloney. So I asked him why was his English so bad, and he didn't understand the question. And then I told him that I was from southern China. Then I proceeded to swear at him because I'm getting really angry, because I just discovered the link between the hacker that keylogged my computer and the Bitcoin address of this website. He then told me that he was from Mumbai, so I asked him, do you watch T-Series? He didn't know what that was, so he's obviously not from Mumbai. And then, I just got fed up and called him a dippy cunt. And then somehow he managed to pluck up the audacity to call me a bad human, which was kind of interesting because then he continued to try and scam me. So I told him, because I wanted to shit him up at this point a little bit, I told him that I had hacked his website and found him connected to it via his IP address and managed to hack his email account through that. Now this bit is hilarious and I'm going to read it out to you. Wait, you are done. What do you want to do with my data? I am going to ruin you. How much should I pay? Don't do it, please. You steal from people. No, I am going to ruin you. I live in Mumbai. Here hard work to earn good money. Bro, you have to pay me 0.5 BTC or I will release all of your data onto my contacts on the dark web and they will end you. I am a hacker. This is what I do. You can't fuck with people like me. Of course, I'm not a hacker. I don't subscribe to the ethics of it. At this point, he left the chat for a while and decided to call my bluff. He then showed me his personal Bitcoin address balance and I lost my shit. 95 Bitcoin stolen from innocent people all around the world within 1.5 months. I couldn't deal with it anymore. So I told him, I will not accept your bribe, and would publish his information online. So, here it is. There is a network of 4 accounts that spammed the group that I was in on Wednesday. The accounts were called Phoenix Sun, Eric CM, Anti-X and Nimiq. They are all run by different people, but they all operate out of the same network, where they work on gaining your trust, sending you to their website to deposit money. It's an absolutely fantastic scam. You can easily tell one of these accounts when you see one because they don't normally have an @ so you can't directly message them without them messaging you first, and they normally delete themselves within 4 days. So yeah, do not get strung along by one of these guys. String them along, wind them up, call them horrible things, but do not give them any of your Bitcoins. These people are web urchins not worthy of oxygen. I really do hope and pray that they get the karma that they deserve and they choke on their own piss. Sub to my second channel, link at the top of the description. But what I do find interesting is everybody is capitulating at the moment. All these people that dreamed they would one day get the chance to buy $3,000 Bitcoin again are all cacking the pants and selling the Bitcoin that they've got left at $3,000 to me, and they're all just leaving. I can see so many instances across this cryptosphere and it hurts my brain. But let's start with the serious issue that cryptocurrency is facing at the moment, and that is Bitmain. Companies like Bitmain can no longer mine at a profit because their overheads are too high and the cost of running them is just too much. So they're switching miners off in large quantities, causing huge difficulty changes, especially in Washington State, where they just doubled the price of electricity to make mining no longer profitable. Now this has led to several knock-on effects. Miners are dumping Bitcoins in order to keep their operations afloat because most of the operations were built on finance. This has led to a humongous drop in the Bitcoin mining difficulty, making Bitcoin mining more profitable again. But then the constant selling pressure and dumping is pushing the price down even further, causing more miners to switch off, meaning that the Bitcoin mining difficulty drops again and Bitcoin becomes more profitable. So Bitcoin is currently stuck in a death spiral where the difficulty for mining gets easier, yet the price keeps on going down. Now it's important to me to expose points like this, and it's important to me to expose scammers and scams. But as far as I'm aware, Suppoman has never maliciously scammed anyone. However, the same can't be said for Crypto Crow. Cue the email. He did a Kickstarter a few years back for a game and never produced the game and took all the money, according to several sources. However, I have spoken to Crypto Crow about this, and from what he's told me, it's all kind of a misunderstanding. He's still issuing refunds on that to this very day, and he's kind of like the bane of his existence. And I can kind of sympathise with him when something doesn't go as planned. So I'll not dig into Crypto Crow at all for that. However, what really did pique my interest is a few weeks ago, I was speaking to Crypto Crow because I made that video on my second channel about him, and he mentioned this thing called blockchain terminal and kind of asked me if I wanted one. And honestly, it sounded really pretty cool. Being able to trade between exchanges is a really useful thing to have. But some things are just too good to be true, because it turns out that this project was run by a financial fraudster that received a 4-year prison sentence in Canada in 2012 for stealing $106 million off the top of a hedge fund that he co-founded. Now, the bloke that was running this hedge fund, his name was Boaz Manor. However, when he was arrested, put in prison, then released from prison, he started using the name Sean McDonald. And can you guess who is in charge of blockchain terminal? well, Sean McDonald. And he used the name Sean McDonald just so people wouldn't ask him questions about his past. As for blockchain terminals operating, legitimacy, I would first like to point out I don't know if this is a scam or not. It's like a scam just before it exits. And I really do hope it's not a scam, because I would genuinely buy one of these working blockchain terminals. But what I think is a really, really important point to make about this is I've seen hundreds of videos about this on YouTube, as in hundreds of videos about the blockchain terminal, of which no one has managed to point this out until now. It goes to show the extent of research done before taking someone's money to make a video. Crypto Crow is on the advisory board for blockchain terminal, so he told me. And if he knew about Sean McDonald's past when he used to be called Boaz, I'm pretty sure he wouldn't have got involved with it, because now Crypto Crow could essentially be in cahoots with something that might exit scam at some point. He literally took the employees of the company to expose the bloke. And finally, before I release the masterpiece that I've worked so hard on this past week, I'd like to point out that we are so close to the bottom, and over the past few months you may have noticed large exchanges delisting lots and lots of coins in big groups. Now there are several reasons why coins can be delisted from exchanges, such as changing the plan without asking for permission, basically making major changes, or insolvency. Now, OKEx is delisting 30 coins this week, several of which are what were once considered a few months back legitimate operations that were very liquid. Coins such as Raiden Network, Metal, Ikonomi, and Request Network. Now the reason that these coins are being delisted, one can assume, is the fact that Ethereum has dropped 90% from all-time high, which is generally when most of these coins were doing the fundraising. So if you're raising Ethereum at $1,500 each and you didn't sell that Ethereum as soon as the ICO was over, then you, my friend, are going to be strapped for cash, because suddenly you've got something, your whole portfolio is worth 90% less than it was, and you can't do 90% of the things that you thought you previously could, and the company's going to left 90% of less time on its original balance and needs to make money 90% quicker than it was previously going to do. And the same is going across the board. I've seen large lists of coins being delisted from Binance, KuCoin. They're all delisting at the moment, and the reason for this is clearing the crop, getting ready for the next season. Because if you've not noticed, there is a bunch of ICOs that are due out in March next year that are all, it wouldn't surprise me if they all pop, to be honest. I mean, a couple of them. Anyway, regarding the scammers, I thought, how could I possibly address the feeling that I have towards them in a better way than song?
Every Christmas I'm a very good boy. I put out milk and cookies for this guy to enjoy. But Suppo never brings the right toy. 2018's been a year with no joy. But if you've seen the Suppoman, you'll see me getting recommended in his videos. Someone to kill him, leave him dead up in the snow. I'm just moving on and now I'm bullying your bro, Mr. Crow. This Christmas gonna be special to me. I ain't gonna ask for a cow with a key. I ain't gonna write to Suppo begging him please. Cause what I want for Christmas is him on his knees. I wanna be Suppoman so I can run a Suppo scam. When I hear those newbies flow, I'm gonna shill that ICO. Just kidding, I'm not a scammer. I expose him, and then their bank accounts will end up frozen. Nothing against him, it's just business. I won't let the scammers ruin Christmas. I made a list and checked it twice. You're not qualified to give financial advice. You're just a moron. I'll travel at the speed of light, cause all I care about is stopping all the lies. Cause I'm down, son, to take on the role. I am talking about all the money they stole. He just lies, son. I'm awake Christmas Day with all the dopey altcoins that I forced the elves to make. I'm a prisoner. I'll never understand Crypto Nick, the way he disappeared into the abyss. How do people still believe in this shit? In this world, aren't adults concerned about hills for a hill stack again? I wanna be Suppoman so I can run a Suppo scam. When I hear those newbies flow, I'm gonna chill that ICO. Just kidding, I'm not a scammer. I expose them, and then their bank account will end up frozen. Nothing against him, it's just business. I won't let the scammers ruin Christmas.
I really do hope you enjoyed that, because I certainly did. And please make sure you have liked, subscribed and commented on this video, because I have got some great news if you have. You are now entered into my giveaway. Yes, that's right guys, I am giving away Ledger Nano S's. These ones right here. I'm giving away these on behalf of Nimiq. All you have to do to enter the giveaway is like the video, subscribe to my channel and comment in the comment section anything. It doesn't have to be anything specific. I don't care why you want to win it. I just want you to comment a single letter. I don't care what it says. It can say anything. I don't care. Just make sure you comment, like and subscribe. That's all I ask. I'm not being paid by Nimiq. They just want to support good, honest creators, and they want to request that you sub to my channel, like the video and comment for entry into this competition. The competition will run 2 weeks from today and end on December the 30th. I will then send the ledger the cheapest way possible to reduce my costs in all of this to your house. They're all completely new and sealed, so you don't need to worry about that. If the seal is broken on the box, complain to the post office, it's not my problem. I'm going to video myself wrapping them up and posting them, so you can't complain to me. I'd like to quickly explain a little bit about what Nimiq is. Now, Nimiq is a browser-based blockchain designed to be a simple solution for near instant peer-to-peer transactions. I have included a link in the description to Nimiq's website. I personally do believe that the project has got legs, otherwise I would never have taken them up on their deal. And in the next video that I make, I'll explain a little bit more about Nimiq until we actually have a good understanding of what Nimiq is when you add all of the videos together. I have a couple of these to give away, so I will be running the competition again as soon as we draw a winner. So if you don't win this time, enter again next time and possibly win. You never know. I really do appreciate every single one of you that have subscribed to this channel so far. And if you've not subscribed to my second channel, the link again is at the top of the description. Go sub to it. There's nothing wrong with it. Just go sub to it. I post regular content on there, lower quality, but you know, somewhat more, less censored. I do post the moves that I make in the markets on that channel, as well as, you know, regular news and updates. And if something big is happening in cryptocurrency, then I'll talk about it on that channel. My Telegram link is at the top of the description as well if you want to join my Telegram group. My Twitter and Instagram links are also in the description in case you want to keep up with me on those particular platforms. Don't forget to enter the giveaway. I love you. Deuces.
Every Christmas I'm a very good boy. I put out milk and cookies for this guy to enjoy. But Suppo never brings the right toy. 2018's been a year with no joy.